So, hi, JP here today. I was gonna give you a little bit of background on me up through now. Um, and then I'll give you some updates with the this whole regenerative medicine treatment that I'm undergoing with Dr. Bilibin, Dr. B, over at Evolve Wellness with his lovely wife, Billy Bilibin. Trying to say that 3 times fast. Dr. B and Billy Bilibin, Dr. B and Billy Bilibin, Dr. B and Billy Bilibin. Hey, you got to be a trained Juilliard actor for that, so don't even try. Anyway, let's see here. So, I'll show you a couple little video clips of and some photos of where I've been and where I come from throughout this, and maybe you can, it'll give you a little more accurate and clear, concise understanding of my journey and my path. So I do suffer from long-term memory loss, so I'm not too good with events and timelines and things like that, especially in my past. Prior to anyway, let's start with so basically the last 17 years since 2001, somewhere around there, between like 98, 2000, 2001, I started having real bad problems physically, just the knees, the back, this and that. And there were accidents that led to that, problems in the military that got me medically discharged. And prior to that, before the military, I had a lot of physical damage due to some accidents, but I seemed to do pretty well when, prior to the military, so I was accepted. But then, the military, and then I got, those problems were exacerbated, and then I got additionally hurt in the military, and basically wheelchair since the late '90s to 2015, where I had a spine fusion. And then spine fusion, I started healing, and then around 2016, I was rear-ended by by a police officer, an LA cop, if you can believe that, rear-ended me while she was texting in her cruiser. Wasn't that something? That's, jeez, this should be a book. Anyway, so she had broke all the new bone connections in my back. Causing me even further delay in my in the healing just from the fusion. Cut to I've been prior to that, which I forgot to tell you, I was ran over as a pedestrian crossing the street down in Carson, actually across the street from Harbor UCLA Medical Center. So actually, that was kind of luck, a stroke of luck. Yeah, the ambulance didn't have to drive too far to drag my butt back to Harbor UCLA. So let's see, I've been to Harbor UCLA multiple times. There was actually I was my inability to be independent and take care of myself when I was in the wheelchair. I ended up being homeless and homeless on the streets, and I pretty much hung out at the beach. And there was one day that I had gotten so bad, I just sleep deprivation, and I fell asleep on the beach. And there was this guy, this Indian Punjabi dude. He tapped me on the shoulder, and I woke up like that. And he goes, "Dude, oh my God, holy shit, you are burning." And I said, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh my God, you are totally purple and black." And I was like, "Oh wow, I better get up." So, and then from there, I was in the burn unit over at Harbor UCLA for months. I'm on a first name basis over there. They know all my nicknames and everything. It's been a couple of years since I've been there, but I'm pretty sure if I if I walk through the door, they'd be welcome me with open arms. JP, how are you? All right, what'd you break or burn today? You know, so, but had my first catheterization over there. By the way, that's a story for another time. Anyway, I'm doing pretty good. The PRP and all that, where we started. It has worn off a little bit, but I tell you what, Dr. B is going to do PRP again tomorrow for me prior to the stem cell injections here in about a week and a half. So things are going well. With a couple of these videos I'm going to send, you'll see that I had some brain injury. I had a lot of hits to my head throughout my lifetime, and it has caused issues that you'll be able to see in the video. And I'm telling you, you know what? No matter what, just like Stallone says, just keep punching, you just got to keep punching. You got to lift yourself up and dust yourself off and dig down deep, man. It's all about faith and passion and you know. And it really is. He's got a point. He really does have a point about picking yourself up and just pushing. And I tell you what, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I was misdiagnosed with Parkinson's, cerebral palsy, all kinds of stuff, and it was Bell's palsy and something else. But you'll see, I was still trying to do my stand-up comedy and on social media and things like that, and I didn't let anything stop me. Even when I was in a wheelchair, I was a wheelchair bodybuilder for a while. I still pushed. Even if I couldn't get an agent or get acting work. I still trained. I still pushed. I still schooled myself. I still went through coaching, went through voiceover training. I just kept going, and it's decades later, and I'm still pushing. But I keep pushing, and I won't stop. And I tell you what, maybe I do believe in angels. Maybe not the biblical ones, with the wings and everything. I don't know, but I tell you what, there really are real angels out there, and they're people of service. And I tell you what, those at Evolve Wellness they are real life angels. I mean, everybody's got to make money. All right, that's the world we live in. I tell you what, they go out of their way. They really go out of their way for anyone and everyone that seeks them out. I really recommend that anybody that's having trouble physically, that you go to Dr. B. He's and his son over at Back on Point Wellness, Jake Bellabin. They've become my friends over years, and the staff that he has is just absolutely incredible. And these are real life angels, ladies and gentlemen. They really are, and they really care. They truly care, and that's something that's rare in this world. They truly care, and well, I hope that you enjoy what I share with you. There's a few videos that will show you where I had gotten sepsis. I think that's the word, sepsis. I lost all my testosterone. We couldn't figure it out why, but Dr. B actually figured it out. 10 years later, he finally, let me know what it was. But anyway, prior to that, I had to get, it was ridiculous. My belly somehow just blew up, and I had to get all that stuff sucked out of me. It was like sludge just in my belly, and it was shutting down my gastrointestinal system, my kidneys, my this, my that. Everything was just shutting down. I was like, what in the world is going on? And it was just incredible. But yeah, you guys, everybody, bless you, and cheers, big ears. The journey continues. Here we go. I really do believe that I have a protective hedgerow around me. I really do. And, otherwise I would have been dead a long time ago. And just a little bit of this stuff that I'm sharing with you, that I'm putting together in a little video compilation. It's just very just small tidbit of what I've been through. But everybody's had their things. Everybody's gone through a lot of things. And like my daddy always said, son, there's always someone else that has it a lot worse than you, and it's true. But I'm making this because I want people that watch this that feel like all their hope is gone and their faith is lost. You got to find it within yourself to just keep moving forward, and eventually it will. All your needs, all your aspirations, all your dreams, they will happen. They will come true. And I realize that our biggest problem is when, Jay, when, JP, when? And we don't know when. But I tell you what, I tell you this, it comes to you a lot quicker when you just practice gratitude. Say, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for this day, and it is inevitable. Just like Agent Smith on here's a good reference, the Matrix reference, right? And Agent Smith has Neo in a headlock in the subway, and you hear that. You hear the subway, and he goes, "Do you hear that, Mr. Anderson? That is the sound of inevitability." And it is. It's inevitable. It will happen. It will happen. And like I was saying earlier, I have a protective hedge around me, and I know everybody does. Everybody does. As I would have been dead a long time ago, and like my favorite actor, actually, well, one of my favorite actors, Gary Busey would say. He would. I know. I can hear it in my head right now. The only reason that I'm still alive is that I wear an invisible helmet. You may not see it, but it's always there. I'm just actually really glad that my ability to play has been dramatically increased. The numbness, the tingling, and the limitations from my hands, from all the accidents and all the issues and et cetera, et cetera. But I'm, even holding a pencil and writing has been such a struggle. Just and eating, it's just been horrible. Instead of holding your utensil like this and eating, I'd kind of have to try to grab it and scoop, and it's been really bad. But now, I'm able to separate as opposed to just playing my chords. I can play my chromatic scales, nice and crisp. And then it's just nice to be able to have it back. Where was the moment we need the most? Kick the leaves and the magic is lost.
finished the surgery. It was successful yesterday. As you can see, I got my IVs in. And they also have bladder calf bladders that inflate on my legs to prevent thrombosis and blood clots.
This is for oxygen. I'm not supposed to breathe through my nose, though.
You can't keep a good bodybuilder down. I just got hit in the back of the head by the nurse because I was sitting on the edge of the bed, curling the armchair with both my arms. What is wrong with me? I need to relax.
I'm going to see how you went all the way down here, man. I haven't talked to you about my bodybuilding. I've been bodybuilding most of my life, and it's a very great sport, and it's real fun. It's good for exercising and then health and things. And you think I'm disabled? I don't know if any of you have ever been to a gym, but my God. Some people that go in there, oh my God, I saw somebody on an ab crunch machine that was working their biceps. I don't know how in the world but some of that, you look on YouTube under bodybuilding, gym epic mistakes. You will see some of the craziest things. I saw a guy on rollerblades on the treadmill. I mean, now if I'm disabled, that's just another level. I don't know really what that is all about. So, but then again, I've seen a guy in Venice Beach walk into church in a G-string, so maybe it's not that strange. I tell you what, for everybody that likes Christmas stories, here's one for you. So, my sister and I, a couple of years ago, I like to say that because it makes me feel younger than I really am. It was actually 3 decades ago. So, a couple of years ago, my sister and I were getting ready for bed, and we were, making my mom kind of stressed out. And of course, so my mom got really upset, and she looked at my sister that was upstairs, and she said, "And don't bother buying me any Christmas presents." And my sister immediately, just without missing a beat, looked at her and said, "Shall I wrap it?" So another thing about bodybuilding, thing I get is how is that possible? How can you build muscle and be shaking like that all of the time? And I said, and they say, well, how can I build muscle? I said, oh yeah, I've always been like this here, man. It's real easy. All you gotta do is tense yourself and then hold that and then wiggle. And hold that for 44 years. And then come talk to me. Dude, I'm like, seriously, I'm a shake weight squared. So I did a business deal the other day, and the guy actually had the gall to look here at me and say, shake on it? What an asshole. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my bodybuilding. I used to be a wheelchair bodybuilder. I really like doing stand-up comedy and talking to people and traveling and meeting people, because there's a lot of eclectic and diverse people out there, and disabled or abled or Mexican or Mexicant. I recently got myself a caregiver, and there's this program out here in Los Angeles called IHSS. That's In-Home Supportive Services. It helps people like myself with caregiving and that. So, but anyway, I was having a hard time trying to get it going and the paperwork and stuff. Long story short, I went into the office and I went in there, and they would, those people are pretty stressed out. It's like going into the post office like times 10. So I went in there, and the lady was, very curt and very, very strong and stern. And she said, sir, I said my thing. She said, sir, okay, we'll get to you. And I said, okay, well, okay, fine. I'll just go and take a shit. And she said, no, you will not. That's what the bathroom's for. And I said, oh my God, excuse me. I will go over there and take a shit. How are you doing? So, so another question that I get a lot is, Dan, do you write your own stuff? Are you kidding me? Yeah, what do I use? My feet? Just, God, I come up with my stuff. I create my own stuff. Gee, my God, what is wrong with people? So, hey, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? Pretty good, I hope. So, another thing about my bodybuilding days was, I've been doing wheelchair bodybuilding for so long. I really love it now, especially now, that I got a leg up on the competition. So, well, actually, two. I even sometimes I get asked if I drive. And my wife, my wife says I drive all the time with my wife. But for prevent, injury and for safety's sake, she doesn't let me have the keys because she says I drive up the wall. And now my impression of a disabled performer.
My impression is that we're no different from anyone else. Thank you very much.